being a young boy, I would always constantly be looking through there for cool clothing because we went to school with a bunch of rich kids. And I found these really cool white cutoff shorts that had like pink and purple.
Right there. It should have told you. Should have told you right away.
Heather,
Please
I was
continue.
like 9 or 10 when this happened. It's the Heather and Ryan Show.
Yeah! Welcome to the very first episode of the Heather and Ryan Show. It's been called anything but the Politics Free Podcast. It's been called the Politics Free Podcast. It's been called Boxcard the Gamers. Boxcard the Gamers. Ryan.
Boxcard the Gamers?
Boxcard Gamers. Let's say it without messing up.
Oh, shoot.
Thanks for that.
I should put the pop filter on, sorry.
Excellent choice.
Especially since I started beatboxing into the mic.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could have probably stuck with the name Boxcard Gamers. Don't know why I decided to change it once again, but I did. And I'm never changing it again. It's the Heather and Ryan Show forever now. By the way...
Lies.
Don't you start with me already. If this is your first episode, we're about to do a bunch of housekeeping. Skip ahead a few minutes or listen to something else first. I don't think this is of interest to a brand new listener. But for longtime listeners and for people that have found us in the last couple of months, I do want to address our erratic schedule. Here's what happens. We put out a bunch of episodes, then we disappear without any warning for months at a time. Then we come back and we put out a bunch of episodes, and then we disappear for months at a time with no warning. Because what happens is I start to burn out with doing the podcast and my job and my kids, and I need a break. So what we're going to try to do is, instead of trying to do a weekly schedule, we're going to do 2 episodes a month. Second and fourth Saturday of every month. And hopefully that will give me enough time to reset in between so that we don't suddenly take off for months at a time. Let's see, what else was I going to say about this? All the episodes are back up. That's the other thing I do. I decide I'm done with the podcast forever because I'm all burnt out. Then I take all the episodes away. So all the episodes are back up, which, by the way, the last 2 months, it's taken me to put all of our old episodes back up in order. Mm-hmm. And so basically there's been like a daily episode. So anybody that just found us in July, it's going to feel like we suddenly come to a grinding halt on episodes. And that's why, because we already had recorded all of those and I was literally just putting them back up because I took them down. So starting now is all new episodes. So 2 a month. So hopefully that's not too upsetting. But if we do take another break, we'll announce it ahead of time so that you know, along with when we'll be back, so that you're not just ditched all of a sudden. Let's see. We're going to try to remain free of hot topic items. You know, we've always been very careful to try to not tread on that, but it's hard to make a total guarantee on that because we could, like, tomorrow, something we say today could suddenly be a hot topic, you know, so... At the time of recording, it wasn't a hot topic. That's all we can say, for sure, I think. And then, Ryan, I thought it would be fun for us to get back to basics. There's something we used to say at the beginning of every episode, and I want to bring it back. And it's our mission statement, right? It's the Heather and Ryan Show. All we're trying to do is put you in a better mood by the end of the episode than you're in right now. Welcome to our bubble. Remember that?
I do remember that.
You have to welcome them to the bubble also.
Welcome to the bubble, everybody.
Our bubble. It's our goddamn bubble.
Welcome to our bubble, everybody. Welcome to our bubble.
I'll use that one. Thank you. I'll leave them all in and make you look bad. Now, it's time to play the game. At long last. Ryan, you don't even know what game we're playing. Did I tell you?
Nope.
The game is called Karen.
Ooh. Yes.
I'd show you the box, but I left it far away from me, and I don't want to get up. So we're playing the game Karen. It is by Format Games. It should be noted that we're playing a modified version of this game, so it makes sense in an audio-only format. Also, there's only 2 of us, and it's a minimum 3-player game. If you want to buy the game, there is a link in the description of this episode that you can use. So here's how Part 1 works. Part 1, name the genuine 1-star review. I have a set of cards. On each card is listed a product, along with an actual 1-star review that was written about that product. I will read the review to Ryan, along with 2 additional reviews that I have invented out of whole cloth. Ryan has to guess which of the 3 is the genuine 1-star review. If Ryan gets it right, he gets a point. If he gets it wrong, I get a point.
Wow.
Whoever earns the most points.
Feel like the odds are stacked against me in this game, Heather.
Well, there's part 2 and 3 as well.
Oh, okay.
Ryan, it's the best I can do when I'm the one that has the cards. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Whoever earns the most points wins the ever-coveted Gloating Rights trophy.
I forgot my line.
Until we play again.
Until we play again.
We're going to go through this for months now. I love it. I'm there for it. All right, Ryan, are you ready?
Yes.
For your first card.
Let's do this.
The product, new independent film. Which of the following 3 reviews is the genuine 1-star review? A, too many alarm clocks, too many old jalopies, too much damn pretentious dialogue. B, no way am I going to watch an overpriced film with an R rating with actors I don't know. Or C, what is this movie even about? Why do I do this to myself?
So C sounds like you automatically.
I make no admissions at this point.
I don't think
in
it's
time.
C. It's
Okay.
between A and B. You said jalopy in A, and I don't feel like that's a word you usually use. So I'm leaning towards A, but could you read the second review for me again?
Sure. For new independent film, B, no way am I going to watch an overpriced film with an R rating with actors I don't know.
It's just so ridiculous. I don't feel like you would have written that, but I'm almost positive it's A.
A, okay. Is A your final answer, sir?
I'm going to say B.
B is your final answer.
B is the real review.
Okay.
That's my guess.
The answer is B. No way am I going to watch an overpriced film with an R rating with actors I don't know. 1 point for Ryan. Now I've lost all confidence. I've lost all confidence. I think you're going to skunk me on this fucking game, just like old times.
Heather, I almost guessed A because I didn't think you'd use the word jalopy.
I thought when you started talking about jalopy, I was like, oh, crap. He's so impressed by my vocabulary, he thinks nobody could possibly have used the word jalopy.
I just don't think you would have used the word jalopy.
Do you know where I learned the word jalopy?
Where?
Archie comics.
Oh,
remember Archie
yes.
comics? I used to read them religiously, and there was always jalopies in Archie comics.
And I always stole them from your room.
Did you? Well, that compares nothing to how Kelly conned all of them out of me one time. Don't want to talk about it.
I want to... you can't just spring that on me and then be like, I'm not going to talk about it. This is literally our podcast where we talk about that kind of stuff.
Throwing my own words back at me. Nice. Okay. She was wearing a sweater one day, and I went, huh, that's my sweater. She was like, no, it's my sweater, because God bless her, but she was kind of a klepto when we were little, okay?
Mm-hmm.
She said, no, it's my sweater. I said, well, I don't know anyone else with a bright blue knit sweater with a hole in the elbow, so I feel like it's my sweater. She was like, it's my sweater. And I was like, what can I do to get my sweater back from you? She said, I'd be willing to trade this sweater of mine for some Archie comics, because I had hundreds of them. So we marched to my closet where I had them all strewn carelessly in piles because I didn't think about, hey, they might have value someday. I don't even know if they're like Marvel comics where they have value. Anyway, the point is, she basically walked out of there with all of them in exchange for me getting my own sweater back from her. Because I apparently valued the sweater more than all the Archie comics, but I always feel like I got conned, I got cheated, and I should have just ripped it off of her and been like, it's mine.
100% got cheated, Heather. 100%.
Thank you.
But it still doesn't compare to me wearing Kimi Reichenberg's shorts.
Wait a minute. What? You got to tell me. You got to tell me now.
I think I said it on one of the other episodes, but the long story short is we had this big laundry room where they had a bin. So if there was unclaimed clothes that made it through a 7-day cycle, it would go into the bin and it was open for anybody to grab. So being a young boy, I would always constantly be looking through there for cool clothing because we went to school with a bunch of rich kids. And I found these really cool white cutoff shorts that had like pink and purple.
Right there. It should have told you. Should have told you right away.
Heather, I was like 9 or 10 when this happened. And there was pink glittery glue, like, you know, the glue that you like draw on fabric with?
Yep.
And it's all pink and glittery, glue. And there's purple and like all these bright, vibrant colors with just doodles all over it.
Very feminine, yes.
Yes, flowers continue. And butterflies. And I thought, that is a cool pair of shorts. And I took them and I put them on and I went marching out to the playground. And there's Kimmy. She goes, hey, why are you wearing my shorts?
Humiliating for a boy your age. By the way, I don't remember you ever telling that story. So there you go. Ryan liked some girly ass shorts one time.
Apparently so.
Okay, Ryan, the next product is Mexican restaurant. Which of the following is the genuine 1-star review for Mexican restaurant? A, the table was dirty, like globs of taco meat dirty. Everything is Mexican, not Tex-Mex, so my wife hated it. B, the waiters were all speaking Spanish. Or C, I just wanted a taco. I don't care about enchiladas, and I don't think chimichangas are even a thing. Go ahead, Ryan. Poker face. Poker face. I have to stop smiling. Please try to guess which one is the genuine review.
I feel like it's between A or C.
Okay. Would you like me to read any of these back?
Why would you put the correct one as B again?
I knew you were going to do this, so I really tried to not be repetitive on my placings, because I knew your mind was going to go there. Please try to figure it out by my placings.
But now that you've tried to throw me off the scent there, I'm starting to think it might be B.
I don't know. What's my tell? I don't know.
I'm going to go with C. Final answer.
Ryan, the correct answer for what is the genuine 1-star review for Mexican restaurant is A, the table was dirty, like globs of taco meat dirty. Everything is Mexican, not Tex-Mex, so my wife hated it. Heather +1. I get a point. Are you ready for the next one?
I am ready for the next one, Heather.
The product, popular sandwich chain. Which of the following is the genuine 1-star review? A, they don't even serve pizza here. Like they have a pizza sub, a toasted pizza sub, but not pizza. B. I went there to get 63 footlongs for my grandson's birthday party. My order took over an hour, and the lady seemed annoyed with me. Or C. Long line, long wait, long faces, long trip to the toilet afterwards.
B.
Why do you think it's B?
I think it's B because I feel like that's something a Karen might actually say.
Well, Ryan, in terms of a popular sandwich chain, the genuine one-star review is B. I went there to get 63 footlongs for my grandson's birthday party. My order took over an hour, and the lady seemed annoyed with me. She sure did, Karen.
Yes.
That's why the game's called Karen.
Indeed. I got to keep that in mind.
There's 2 more of these, okay? The product, the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Which of the following is the genuine one-star review? A. When I pay good money to see Brad Pitt in a movie, I expect to see Brad Pitt in a movie. B. Oh my God, seriously? Pulp Fiction, blah. Inglourious Bastards, blah. Once Upon a Time in La La Land, whatever. No punctuation. Or C. This film is a visual representation of going to a house that smells like mothballs and wet dog.
Ooh. I want to go with C because that is an accurate description of that movie.
Well, Ryan, I've never seen this movie before, but when it comes to the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the genuine review is C. This film is a visual representation of going to a house that smells like mothballs and wet dog. And I suck at yet another game. It's fun. And last one for part 1. The product, Amazon clothes order, is the genuine one-star review A. Ordered a royal blue, but it's more of a midnight blue. B. This shirt did not fit. Or C. I know happy.
I feel like it's B because that's exactly how my shopping is on Amazon.
B, final answer?
Yeah.
Ryan, Amazon clothes order, the genuine one-star review is C.
Ugh.
I know happy. That gives me a total of 2, and you've got a total of 3, but now we've got to get to part 2 of the game. Let me tell you how it goes, and you tell me if you want us to work together as a team or against each other, like rivals. Okay. Part 2 is called Fill in the Blank. Here's how it works. On each card is written a one-star review with one word left blank. We have to guess what the word is. So we could either guess together, like we decide on one thing together and we say, let's see if it's that. Or we can guess different things from each other and see who's right.
Let's go head to head, Heather. Head to head.
Well, then I'm going to lose. This sucks. Here we go.
We can work together,
All
Heath.
right. Nope. Fuck
I want to be on your team. I want to be on Heather's team.
But Ryan, then you'll lose. Do you understand? All right. I tell you what. Let's keep with the tradition of working against each other because next month's game is going to be Stupid Deaths, and we can work together against the cards on that one.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I forgot to tell everybody, instead of doing 10 rounds of every game, we're just going to do like a game that is that month's game. So basically 2 rounds of each game. So this month, Karen, next month, Stupid Deaths. I actually do have a few more planned, but we'll get to those when we get to those. Now, Ryan, are you ready for the first one? There's 3 of them.
Okay.
This is a fast food chain review. The water tastes like blank. What do we think the blank is there? My mind went to ass immediately. The water tastes like ass. The water tastes like pee.
The water tastes like
Was another one?
chlorine. The water tastes like metal. The water tastes like... This isn't multiple choice. Like, the possibilities
No, there's
are...
one blank. They're endless. They're endless. I'm going with P. That's my guess. You can pick your guess.
I'm going to go with ass. The water tastes like ass. Or butt.
All right, now, Ryan.
The S-bomb. Stuff.
Or shit. Do you want to say shit or ass?
Hey, I feel like if you get ballpark within the ass region...
Like, for example, if it says urine, I think I win with P. Okay, you know what? Fine. If it says, like, terrible or bad or crappy, you think that's covered by ass? You want to go like that?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay, fine. The water tastes like ass. Hole.
Okay. Like asshole. Okay. I'm writing that down.
Okay.
I printed out my notes onto paper for this. Ryan, if I did this right, in this little Ziploc bag, there it is.
Uh-huh.
I've wrapped these cards and turned them upside down so that I couldn't see them. I just have to remember the order that I put them so I don't look at the wrong thing. So
Okay.
we'll pull this. Okay, here we go. So the answer is the water tastes like meat. M-E-A-T, meat. We both get 0 points for that.
That is disgusting.
If you think about it, there's iron in blood. There could be iron in the water.
Sure.
If you like a rare steak, maybe. Maybe you don't want your water to taste like meat. I don't know. Okay, Ryan. A pizza parlor review.
Okay.
Ordered around 7 p.m. Tasted like blank. We've got another taste like.
Cardboard.
Cardboard. I think you're going to win with that. Let's see. What do I want to pick? I think it tastes like wax.
Okay. If it's wax, I'll be convinced you're cheating.
Okay. A pizza parlor review. Ordered it at around 7 p.m. Tasted like
Cardboard.
floor.
Okay.
Floor. Again, 0 points for both of us. We might as well have teamed up. We'd be wrong about everything anyway. All right, and last but not least, the Sister Show review. Do you know what the Sister Show is? I've never heard of this.
Never heard of it.
All right, well, the Sister Show review. My wife made me watch this show. We are now blank.
Getting
My
divorced.
favorite part... That was my first thought as well. Let's finish the whole review.
Oh, okay.
My wife made me watch this show. We are now blank. My favorite part was when something nearly happened and then nothing happened. You're going to say getting divorced.
We are now... What? We are now blank?
Yes. I'm going to say we are now angry. We are now asleep. We are now... My wife made me watch this show. We are now pissed off. I'm going to go with pissed off.
Okay. I think we're both wrong.
I think we're both wrong because we never know what people are thinking. All right. My wife made me watch this show. We are now divorced. 1 point for Ryan. That was my original thought as well, but I couldn't go with that because you said it first, you bastard. Okay. Ryan, we are now on to part 3 of Karen. In this part, we're going to guess the product. I read the review. We have to guess what product the review is for. Okay?
Okay.
So here we go. A, just some grass and trees. I'm just going to go with Yellowstone National Park here.
Just some grass and trees? That's the review?
That's the review. Just some grass and trees. I feel like a Karen would go to Yellowstone National Park and be like, I don't get what the big deal is. Just some grass and trees.
It could be any national park.
Well, I'm going to go with Yellowstone / a national park.
Oregon. They're talking about Oregon.
The entire state of Oregon?
Yep. The review is for Oregon.
Let's find out what's being reviewed. Just some grass and trees. National Park. Friggin' nailed it. Finally, I get a point. Good Lord. Ryan, next one. B. My wife has kicked me out of the house, so I've been living in one of these.
It's an RV.
I've noticed it. Yeah, I was going to say shipping container or tent. Let's find out. I've noticed it needs more ventilation. I haven't showered in 6 months. It's smelling ripe in here. I'm going to go with
tool shed.
Shipping container.
Tool shed.
Okay, you're saying tool shed.
Yeah.
I'm saying shipping container. I'm writing it all down slowly. Let's find out. It is a tank.
Like?
I feel like shipping container.
No. No. It's an army tank, Heather. An army tank. That is what I pictured when you said tank.
That is also what I pictured, but I feel like where do you just buy an army tank to start living in without showering?
Buy a demilitarized tank.
Mm-hmm. You know what else you can buy on Craigslist, bro?
What's that?
ECT machine. Fun, huh? It's a long story how I found that out.
I don't know what an ECT machine is, Heather.
It's an electroconvulsive shock therapy machine.
Oh, wow.
That they use in mental institutions. You can just get one on Craigslist.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, that's nuts. Okay. Ryan, we both got 0 for that. Okay, last one in the game. Bought this, and it didn't come with water. Livid. Cost more to fill than it cost to buy. I'm going to say like one of those. You're going to say fish tank. I was going to say one of those swimming pools.
Oh, yeah.
Swimming pool.
Wow. That would be really... Like if someone
Stupid?
expected a swimming pool to come with water.
To arrive with water in it. If you expect anything that's supposed to hold water to arrive to your house with water in it, I feel sorry for your level of education. All right. Let's see what this is. Bought this and it didn't come with water. Livid. Cost more to fill than it cost to buy. Wooden swimming pool.
Wow, Heather.
I know. So let's see here.
I'm
Ryan,
impressed.
I impressed myself. You got 1 point on these 2 rounds. I got 2 points. Let me just go do some math real quick. My favorite thing.
We're now tied.
You got 2 and you got 1. We're both tied at 4. Well, Ryan, you know what that means.
It's time for the tiebreaker?
No, we have another round next week. And listen, I've decided that much like soccer and football, we can end in a tie.
Very cool.
So if we tie on the next round, we'll just tie for the whole thing.
Okay.
Ryan, it's time for stories inspired by the game that I got from the internet.
Ooh.
Or, as I like to also call it, Reddit. Since there were a lot of restaurant-themed questions in the game, I thought it would be fun to take a look at weirdest experience you've had at a restaurant. From the appropriately named Constant Sandwich 88, this is a weird one. I'm going to try to make it make sense. We had a new hire. I was friends with the girl training her. A couple of hours into the shift, I hear my friend kind of freaking out. Mostly just confused that random food was getting run to her tables. Stuff she didn't know about. Stuff the table didn't know about. More than just the normal guest doesn't remember what they ordered. Seriously random stuff like French onion 10 minutes after entrees have dropped. The restaurant I was in at the time, it was pretty normal that as a trainer, you would let the trainer have access to your screen. I guess he means you would let the trainee have access to your screen. Mm-hmm. Practice ringing in food, become acquainted with how the system is set up, etc. This is relevant. I'm a little nosy. I might have a tendency to eavesdrop. I bet you do. I overheard a kitchen manager speaking with a floor manager. Something like, yo, my friend at X restaurant heard A was hired here. She got fired for ringing random stuff in on other people's screens. Might want to look out for that. I put one and one together and immediately went to my friend. Yo. A lot of people say yo at this restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go to manager and get your number changed ASAP. I'm not talking behind people's back or spreading rumors, but I bet I know why your orders are getting fucked up. She did. They ran the cameras back, and I don't think anyone here will be surprised at what the issue was. It was the weirdest thing because it was Homegirl's second day. She wasn't gaming the system. She didn't know anyone who worked there to fuck over. She just came into a new job and decided to cause a bit of mayhem. Again, just super strange. Bro, there's people that do this.
Mm-hmm.
There's the chaos causers. They just come in and they just want to screw everything up for everyone. And it's hard to wrap your head around when you're just kind of a live and let live kind of person.
Sure.
Anyway, I thought that was interesting. From a deleted account, we had a customer return French onion soup because, quote, I didn't know it had onions in it. I guess maybe he thought a French onion was a euphemism for something else. I also got a couple of weirdest thing a customer has asked for from Reddit.
Ooh.
From Siegfried16. When I was cooking in the military, someone requested a BLT sandwich, but with no bacon or tomato. He wasn't kidding. He just wanted bread and lettuce.
Wow.
I think that's a sign of sociopathy, Ryan.
Definitely.
But this reminds me, by the way, I used to work with a guy who used to be a chef. And he told me the story about he was working breakfast one day at this restaurant, and a guy comes in and he orders scrambled eggs. So he cooks the scrambled eggs. He sends them out to the guy. The waiter brings them back. He says they're overcooked. So the chef was like, okay, so he made more, but he didn't cook them quite as long. Sends it out. The waiter comes back. He says they're overcooked. The chef's like, okay, so he cooks it for half the time, right? Sends it back out. They're kind of sloppy. Waiter comes back. He says they're overcooked. This goes back and forth a bunch of times until finally the chef just pours the scrambled egg mix in the frying pan, literally swishes it once around and pours it into a bowl and sends it out. And the dude ate it all just like that.
That is disgusting.
It is disgusting. I was like, just say I want egg soup. I want raw egg soup.
Yeah.
Just be clear. That's not scrambled eggs that you just ordered there, buddy.
Reminds me of when Dad used to put an egg in orange juice and then just drink it.
With the shell, if I recall correctly.
No, he
crack
would
it in,
crack it open.
Dump the shell in.
No, he didn't throw the shell in.
No, that was just me.
That
like
was
an idiot.
just you, yes.
In answer to the question, weirdest thing a customer has asked for, a tablecloth. A gentleman shat himself at a booth and asked for a tablecloth so he could walk out with it wrapped around him. I still serve him to this day, and that was around 15 years ago.
Wow.
No shame. Back he comes once a week. We never asked about getting the tablecloth back. You got to really like a restaurant to shit yourself in it and keep coming back. Tell you what.
Sure.
I would never show my face again.
Oh, no. And if I saw anybody that remotely looked like anybody that I saw in that restaurant, I would be running the opposite direction.
Duck, roll, and hide under a car. Wherever. If you're in a parking lot, say. And last but not least, from a deleted account, we had a woman send a grilled chicken salad back because it was cold. So we cooked some new chicken and made sure to send it back while still warm. She sent it back again. The entire salad wasn't hot enough for her. We microwaved her salad. She ate it. I don't know, man. That's how it ends. I don't know, man.
Wow.
Nothing like hot, drippy lettuce to fill that tummy.
Have you ever had a hamburger the following day and the lettuce is all soggy and...
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go without the lettuce. If it's not good lettuce. Now, listen, ideally, I would not have to get any of these stories from Reddit because the listeners would be doing all the stories. So if you are listening on YouTube, leave a comment below. Comment your stories. If you're listening on a podcast app, go to the description of this episode and click on the YouTube link. It will bring you straight to this episode on YouTube, and you can leave your comment there. And you can also email us, theheatherandryanshow@gmail.com. All of the information you need is in the description. We want your stories. Rah!
Yes.
Rah! Now, Ryan,
Yes.
One really cool thing about going onto YouTube is we actually got, in the last couple of months, as I've been putting these episodes up, we've gotten a handful of listener comments.
Oh, cool.
So, we are going to go through some of these. Let me pop over here. Here's how it's going to work. I am going to play the short, because these are mostly from the shorts feed.
People we offended?
People we offended, right? That's what we're going to go over first. So I am going to play you the short from YouTube so that we have context.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to find out what the comment was. All right? So here's the short.
Eating cheese doodles on the couch in your underwear. Merry Christmas. What does that even mean? How is that so high on the misery index when you put yourself in that situation?
I think the connotation is that you are alone and miserable because...
Oh, because it's Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I get it now.
However, I would 100% eat cheese doodles on the couch in my underwear on Christmas. In fact, I feel a Christmas tradition coming on right now. The commenter at TrippyXSkies was incredibly offended by this, and they said this. Go outside, WTF, go fishing, go bake some cookies, and go give them to your neighbors. Go camping, go out for a bike ride, or eat cheese doodles, but don't make it seem like you're just alone and lonely and life sucks, and get up and do something. Don't be lazy all the time. Enjoy your day, and don't be lonely and eat cheese doodles and become a lard tart and not get up for anything. 0 punctuation in that whole thing.
I feel like this person doesn't understand that we were playing the game Misery, or the Misery Index.
Yeah. You know, I didn't really clarify that a lot on a lot of the shorts.
Yeah, because that
think they're
short's
mad at
missing
me.
some connotation. And I think he just thinks that we're talking about being lonely on Christmas eating cheese doodles on the couch in our underwear. And you did say you felt a new Christmas tradition coming up.
Ryan, I do want to clarify.
This person is concerned for your mental health. He wants you to go out and do something.
I just want to clarify, TrippyXSkies. Okay? First of all, I feel like the tone is clear that we were joking around.
No.
Okay?
Dead
because
serious.
First of all, I don't even like cheese doodles. And second of all, no way am I going anywhere in my underwear, even in my own house during Christmas time around here. I would freeze to death, okay?
I'm going to go bake some cookies in my underwear now.
But all of this is good advice. We should get out there, and we should not just sit around feeling sorry for ourselves, eating cheese doodles in our underwear. I feel you on that. I feel you. I'm sorry that you took us seriously, but thank you for your concern. Thank you. I feel cared about.
He's got you.
You got us. Okay, here's the next one. Here's the short. Waiting patiently for it to finally appear. Here we go. The short. Have you ever heard of the bacon maple donut?
Yes.
For the longest time, I wouldn't try the bacon maple donut because I thought I was going to just love this thing and just eat one every day if I finally tried it. And I finally broke down. My willpower and resolve left me, and I tried a maple bacon donut one day, and it was disgusting. I did not enjoy it at all.
Really?
The comment from at Smurdner05. Angry emoji. How dare you? Maple bacon long john with Bavarian cream.
That sounds delicious.
You're right. You're right, Smurdner. I need to give it another chance, okay? And one day I will, and you will be the first to know, because hopefully by then I'll be able to tag people on YouTube, which I am not allowed to do right now for some reason. Now, ready for the next one, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. Are we still offending people? I think we're still offending people. Here's the short. A French Canadian invented peanut butter, which leads me to the next slogan. Peanut butter. It's actually Canadian, so leave us alone, Europe. A lot of Europeans take issue with peanut butter. I don't know if you know that.
I did not know that.
This person, who is Martin Stanley 1231, sorry, you're wrong. It was invented by a black man in the early 1800s.
Yeah, I thought it was George Washington Carver that invented peanut butter. I know he invented a lot of things with peanuts.
He invented a lot of things with peanuts. He did not invent peanut butter. Here's what happened. At the same time that this French-Canadian guy, whose name I yet again cannot remember, was he put in a patent for peanut butter, John Harvey Kellogg also put in a patent for peanut butter. Apparently, a few people did this at the same time, so it's hard to know who actually had the idea. But if you go back into archaeology, the earliest instances of the production of peanut butter are actually found in the Inca and Aztec empires. And which individual one of them actually invented peanut butter is unknown. So technically, we don't really know who invented peanut butter. And to make matters even more confusing, if you Google this French-Canadian guy, the picture that is associated with him by Google is a picture of George Washington Carver. The point is, it was the Incas and the Aztecs anyway, so...
Okay, fair enough.
There. So
I'll
there.
take it.
Ryan, last of all, there's just 2 comments in a section I like to call Dumbasses and Darlings.
Called what? Dumbasses and Darlings? Oh,
Dumbasses and Darlings. So these don't really matter what short they were with, so we don't need a context. But on one of our shorts, at Granddaddy Lurch 9178 commented, anything counts as a podcast these days.
Hey, he put it in quotation marks. He did? He was quoting somebody.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I wonder who he's quoting.
Everybody.
If you're this upset on YouTube about it, you should check out a podcast app, dude. And last, Ryan, but not least, from Help You Sleep 7386, a new sub and comment to help you on your way. Good luck with your new channel, and if you feel like giving up, don't.
Ah.
Thank you, Help You Sleep. That will help me sleep, and I appreciate it. Fun fact / free advice. Just like humans can be left or right-handed, lobsters can be left or right-clawed, which you should keep in mind if you ever get into a fight with a lobster. And that is all we've got. If you would like to support the podcast, the best way to do that is to tell someone about it. Tell someone you think would like to listen to the podcast and share it that way. And that's all we've got. Have an absolutely ecstatic existence until we play again.
Until we play again.